This Aderonn AIrsoft review is brought to you by AirsoftStation.com. Hey guys, here's another Aderonn AIrsoft review. This review is sponsored by Airsoft Station, and they were kind enough to send me this, which is the HFC TSD M166, or basically it is a replica of the H&K USP. Right here, this is basically the USP compact, but this gun also comes in the normal size version, the full length, and then both versions also come in black or with a two-tone, basically a silver slide, which gives it just a different feel. You can buy the compact version on Airsoft Station for about $83, and you can buy the full-length version for about $93, which is a great deal for a basically a metal slide gas blowback pistol. And unlike the real thing, they actually come in full auto, which is a nice little addition for when you're on the battlefield and you need that extra bit of firepower. So here's the box. Actually, I was very impressed that this came in a little case, like a little briefcase almost, and you just slide these two tabs over and it opens up. Now when you open the box, it's foam padded inside. You have BBs, don't recommend using them, you can just throw them away. And you have basically the gun and this extra little magazine bottom, which I'll get into this real quick, just to keep stuff simple and get this part out of the way. You can slide off the bottom of the magazine right here. I actually prefer this. This is the short bottom, it makes it flush with the bottom of the gun. But you can put on this one instead, which gives it basically an extra finger groove, or not really extra finger groove, but just an extra little lip on the bottom of the grip to hold your finger on better and give you a little bit better grip. But I prefer the smaller, flat bottom of the magazine. I just think it looks nicer and it's more comfortable for me. So get those out of the way. Once you pull your gun out, we'll get to this in a second. You can lift up this pad of foam. As you can see, there's a little piece of paper here. But lift this up and it reveals basically a little safety card. Give you do's and don'ts of airsoft. Pretty much you should already know that stuff. A warranty card gives you a just in case something happens with your gun. Fill this out and send it to excuse me, send it to TSD and they will take care of the gun. And here is a basic manual, how to fill the gun with gas, etc. Alright, now here we have the gun. The magazine is not in, but basically here is the gun itself. Comes with this nice black finish. As I said before, you can get it with the silver slide if you want, but I prefer the black. As this being a sponsored gun, I'm not allowed to take these tags and stuff off, but you can take them off when you get it, and this doesn't really cover up the gun that much. But comes with this warning label, basically a warning tag on it, and then a little Made in Taiwan sticker. All these can be removed pretty easily. So basic construction: plastic lower receiver, at least the frame is. The slide is full metal. The barrel is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, barrel is metal as well. And then like the safety and full auto switch, the mag catch, mag release, trigger is metal, and the hammer is metal. So for those of you who are obsessed with your metal parts, those are the metal parts. Very good construction. I'm very impressed with it. For the price, definitely worth it. Flip it over. Still nice looking finish. No blemishes or anything there. As for operation, move that tag out of the way. Slide. You can pull the slide back. Yeah, lock it up. Fully functioning slide, being that it is gas blowback. Metal guide rod inside. So mag release, or sorry, not mag release, slide release right here, slide catch. Gives out very nice sounds. Your safety and selector switch is right here. Let me try to focus in the camera. Right here. Push it all the way up for safe. Push it straight forward for semi. And then push it down for full auto. The hammer is right here. On safe, you can still pull the trigger, but it won't do anything. On semi or full, you can pull the trigger and the hammer goes forward. So basically, when you have the safety on, you can still pretty much do everything to the gun that you normally would. You can pull the slide back, you can pull the trigger and all, but the hammer will not work. So still, safeties are always nice to keep you safe. But you have your sights here. White dots on the back, 2 sights, but not on the front. If I were to get this gun, I would definitely take a marker, silver or white Sharpie, and put a white dot on the front sight. But that's just my personal preference. That's what I would do. You have your mag release right here. Let me put the magazine in so you can see. The way it works is it's ambidextrous, by the way. The slide or mag release is ambidextrous, but that's about the only ambidextrous thing on this gun. Right here, you have to push down on the front of it, and that will lower the magazine or drop the magazine. Otherwise, you can't really push on the back because it's, I don't know how to describe it really. It's I don't know, it's interesting. Yeah, you have to push on the front of the slide release or the mag release for it to drop out. But then once you do it, it drops all the way out. It doesn't catch or anything. Definitely easy for quick mag changes. That's pretty much it for operation. Pretty simple to use. Has pretty sure these are rails on the front. Rails on the front, I assume we can use them as rails. I've never actually tried to put anything on here, but it would make sense for them to be rails. I'm pretty sure the H&K USP has rails. But pretty simple gun to use, just like any other gas blowback. Let me go into the magazine. Simple magazine. Your follower comes up right here, and where the BBs are fed in, you have your spring on the side, which I'm not really used to, so it takes a bit of getting used to when you load it. But there's a hole in the front of the right there, hole in the front of the magazine, so you can pull the follower down and then load your BBs in that way. This magazine is double stacked and it holds 18 rounds, which is nice, but the double stack is a bit of an issue. It's hard to double stack the BBs in there, since you have to sort of hold it upside down and load the BBs in upside down for them to fall double stacked. I personally don't like this little loading hole right here, so normally I'll just put them in through the top. But that's just my personal preference. Gas goes in through the bottom. To switch the bottom plate out, you just have to push, there's a little button right there, you just have to push that down, and then you can slide off the plate and put on the new plate. But that's pretty much it for the magazine. Full metal magazine, by the way, and definitely not going to break if you drop it. Pretty solid, and gives the gun a nice weight. It's a little bit front heavy without the magazine. Once you put in the magazine, it evens it out. This gun is about, I'm going to say 1.5 to 2 pounds maybe. It does have some heft to it, but it's very nice. Small orange tip on the front. It's actually a plastic piece that's put on, so if you are against orange tips, you can take that off. But if you do, make sure it's not in public and you only use it on a private field. For field stripping the gun, basically just take the magazine out, make sure it's in semi-automatic, pull the slide back until this lines up. This little groove right here lines up with the mag or the slide latch. push that forward, and then you can pull this out. Once you pull that out, then you can just slide the slide forward, and that opens you up to the internals of the slide. You have your return spring here, your recoil spring, your hop up in there, and this is how you adjust the hop up. My main sort of grief with this gun is the hop up, because it doesn't really work for me. It works for a shot or two, but as you cycle, as the slide cycles, it ends up turning the hop up off again. So when you buy this gun, just know that you'll get probably 75 to 100 feet with no hop up, using 0.2 gram BBs, and you can adjust your hop up, but within 1 or 2 shots it just turns itself off again, and basically it's useless. Unless you can jury rig something, maybe you can put a piece of tape or something over it and keep it from returning to its original off position. But it's basically just a wheel. Right now it's off. There's a little arrow on it that signifies, you know, where it is in the cycle. But you can just spin it to turn it off and on. But normally I turn it up halfway, and that works with 0.2 gram BBs. But then, as I said, after a shot or 2, maybe even 3 shots, then it just turns itself off again. So that is my main beef with this gun. But other than that, definitely a very nice gun. Let me try and get this loaded back on. There we go. Easy to field strip and all. There you go. Put it back together, take it apart. Very easy. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this gun. I have cornered it myself with 0.2 gram BBs, and it's shooting around 250 feet per second with 0.2s. So great for backyard games because the feet per second is not too high. Great for CQB because the feet per second isn't high at all. Definitely will stay under the limit. And you know, it's still pretty accurate. It does have a nice kick to it, especially on full auto. This thing is pretty much uncontrollable on long bursts of full auto, and it just sprays BBs out there. Like if somebody's trying to just bull rush you or whatever, switch to full auto and just let them have it. Otherwise, full auto is not really a practical solution, as this mag holds 18 rounds, and you can probably go through that 18 rounds in a little over a second. The rate of fire isn't crazy fast on this on full auto, but definitely faster than semi-auto. So thanks for watching this review. If you are interested in this gun, please go check out the link below for Airsoft Station for $82. This is definitely a steal, and since it's so compact, it's definitely a manageable sidearm. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below or send me a personal message. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.